Alright guys, welcome back to Frugal Homestead. So today we're going to bring you an actual recipe video to make your own homemade deodorant. Now, this is not our recipe. This recipe was found by our good friend Gretchen, and we will leave her Instagram link down in the description box below so you can go check her out. She does amazing stuff with food and many other projects. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let my wife take over on how you make this.
Well, first off, Gretchen gave this to us this summer. We absolutely loved it. So I asked her for the recipe. This is going to be our very first time ever making it.
Yep.
Super excited to try it. Hopefully we do right by her. So first thing you're going to need is cornstarch or arrowroot starch. So my local Walmart did not have the arrowroot, so we're going to use cornstarch. Then you're going to need coconut oil. And you're going to need baking soda.
Now we just chose to buy some more of these little jars just because it's easy and convenient. And she gave us this one, so we kind of like that whole scene and setup.
So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to put a half a cup of cornstarch. And I think my measuring cup will not fit down in there, so we're going to have to dip it out here. There we go.
So these are all readily available ingredients and local and cheap. So
there's a half a cup of cornstarch. And then let's do a half a cup of baking soda.
So honey, what's the cost looking at on this less the jars?
So minus the jars, you got a little under $2 for the cornstarch, 80-some cents for the baking soda, and $6 for the coconut oil.
And you'll obviously have some left, you know, of all of them to use in either cooking or whatever. So
I'm guessing though, if we used it just for the deodorant, this would be at least a year's worth for two of us.
Yeah. So I mean, and with most deodorant now coming in at the cheap side, maybe, I don't know, $2, $3 a stick to up to $7 and $8.
Up to $7 and $8.
So
like we were using the gel kind, and that's kind of expensive. It's at least $5 though.
So you can quickly see how much money this will save. But there's other things that I'll talk about here as she's folding this that will explain better why you'd want to try and make this and why it's worth it.
So I just mix those up a little bit there together. Now, the coconut oil is going to be kind of hard. She warned me about this whenever she sent me the recipe, and she said you are going to want to add extra coconut oil, but she said don't do it. So we're not going to do it.
You got to fold it in, comparable probably to like folding lard when you're cooking, honey.
Like whenever you're cooking biscuits and you're cutting lard into your flour, you're going to do the same thing here.
I mean, it's basically you got to put a little bit of elbow grease in it. We're trying to create the deodorant consistency, and it'll be so worthwhile for the little bit of elbow grease you got to put into it.
That's why I brought backup.
Yeah.
If I get tired of stirring, I'm gonna have somebody do it.
And that might be good. Maybe you can involve your kids in it, whatever you want to do here. But so we basically put a half cup of each in this bowl, right, honey?
Yep, half a cup of each.
Now you can see how much, because this is your most expensive component, and you can see how much is left. So this is years and years worth. Now, she's going to start folding this in, but I want to kind of explain to you, because when Gretchen gave us this on vacation this year, it was one of those things where I grabbed the jar one day because I'd left my bathroom bag in our bedroom, and we were in the shower together. So I put some of it on before we went out to the winery. And I came back and took a shower when we got back, and I didn't have a problem getting the deodorant off my underarms. Now generally that's something I have a big problem with. Now over the years, like she said, we started using gels and stuff, but I started to have breakouts from it. And it was from the alum or whatever it's in it, the alloys they put in it. So I tried using the formulas that don't have that, and it just became a pain to try and get it off when I got my shower. So as this came out and I tried it, I actually really enjoyed it. It's easy to put on. There's not a lot of white streaking. I can't find, but the thing about this kind right now that we're making is there's no odor to it. If you wanted to add some odors to it, you put in essential oils or whatever you want, but we use it just this way because there's no smell.
I like it plain, and the reason I like it plain is because then I don't have mixed scents. So like the deodorant that I would buy would be like coconut or baby powder, and then I would wear vanilla perfume.
Yeah.
So this way my perfume smells like my perfume. I don't have additional scents in there.
And the other thing that I like about this is it lasts a long time. I mean a long time. This makes your normal deodorant you put on, they say they're a 12-hour protection stuff. This is way better.
And if you're vegan, this is vegan friendly.
Yes.
Which is a big thing for our friend.
So, with that said, if you use this, there's pretty much 2 applications we've seen. They have actual applicators you can get that you can put it on with, but I find it best just to open up the jar, stick your finger in, and kind of run around it 2 or 3 times. And what you'll see is...
show them how to...
And then you just rub it in. Now, the thing I want to show you about this is... I'm going to rub it into my palm. You see how quick I did that? It's gone. It's completely gone. Now, by doing that, that's what your armpits are basically going to be like. So, when you do it, not only are you moisturizing your skin with the coconut oil, but it's also residue free. There's no residue.
And now, it doesn't get on my clothes at all.
No. You all right there?
Yeah, I think it might be time you get a turn.
I get a turn. Thanks.
I just want to share the love.
So, as we're sitting here doing this, we would not have brought this to you if we haven't been testing it for a long time. So I have used this every single day since we came back from vacation in order to be able to give you guys an honest read on it.
So we've been using it about 2 months now.
Yep, and we haven't used anything else, but the thing I gotta try and make you guys understand is it doesn't take much, because that's still the jar she bought us and made us. It's only about 1/3 of the way gone. That's 2 of us using it full time. And trust me guys, I sweat big time. I'm outside doing firewood, taking stuff to the scrapyard, working on the tiny house in really hot conditions. And I'm just going to tell you, I sweat. I come in and have to change clothes twice a day in the summer because I'm so sweaty.
Now, obviously, it's not an antiperspirant, so it's not going to keep you from sweating.
No.
It's just going to keep you from stinking.
That's pretty much it. Now, as I start to push it down here and flatten it out, you can see how it's starting to pack in. So we're going to come to a point here where it's going to seem like...
I just want to use my hands.
That's what I think we're about to get to.
I think we might have to do that.
But as I pack it here, you'll see what I mean. It's actually jar ready to pack because it packs all the way down. So I think we are going to just cheat though and... Oh, wow.
Oh, now that you did that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get lazy on it because it is all folded in. Now it's just a matter of...
Gretchen must have been working for a while whenever she did our gifts this summer.
Yeah. But it does get super oily. So yeah, any more than what we had told you to put in, just like Gretchen said, would greatly become a problem real quickly.
Stick with it.
Yes.
I'm going to open these up for you. And these little jars you can get from Walmart. They're just really little jam jars, but they seem to work good. But you could put it in any container.
So we're going to probably be doing the much messier version of this. But I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yep.
That's soft and everything.
Yep. Now the one thing we do want to say is if your bathroom gets really cold, then you may have to run your fingers over the top of your deodorant 2 or 3 times because it will solidify up some when it's cold.
And it will get a little bit runnier whenever it's hotter out because we don't generally do a lot of air conditioning.
Nope. So... with that said, I think I'm going to wipe this and let you go back because I'm making a giant mess now. That's the problem is my body is super hot and it is actually melting.
You're melting.
I am melting the oil because my skin is so hot.
Yeah, you better
This is what we're doing on my birthday, just so everybody knows.
So say happy birthday to Tony in the comments.
Yes, I am 45 years old today, and I am spending my late birthday evening filming a video, and I am super hot because I am melting the oil, literally. All right, I'm gonna wash this off.
So maybe that's a tip we'll pass on to Gretchen, that she just uses her hands, it'll melt and it'll just all mix really well.
Very, very oily. My hands are super moisturized now, honey.
You got soft hands.
Soft hands.
I couldn't get it all the way down on the bottom.
That's
I think it's good enough.
That's alright. But this was just a basic starter batch, so we kind of knew. Like we said, this is our first time making it ourselves. So we wanted to do it right here live so you can see us fumble through it just like you will. Clearly, as time goes on, we will get this down to more of a science. And it probably should be your hands, not mine, because you're always cold.
I am always cold.
So, with that said, I think you guys can get the concept here.
Could not get an easier recipe.
3 basic ingredients. How easy is that? And once again, we want to say thank you to Gretchen for hooking us up with this recipe. I will, like I said, leave her Instagram link down in the description so you can see all the amazing things she creates. It is absolutely amazing, some of the stuff she comes up with. And don't sleep on her recipes for food either, because they are out of this world. We will be bringing you some of those here just probably in the next week or two. We'll start bringing out some videos of stuff that she's shown us how to make that we've adapted more to our diet. But with that said, honey, I think you did an excellent job here. Moving right along. Now you can go make some more, and I'm going to go sit down for the rest of my birthday because you already have a mess made, and I'm going to leave you to it.
What? I need your strong hands. Strong, hot hands.
It's my birthday. We got to go now. But honestly, if you guys haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have by now, go down. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. You definitely have to join the family. It's my birthday. Go down and give me a like for my birthday. And once again, make sure you go try this. I promise you, you will not regret it. And honey,
we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Clean up this mess.
No. Come here. Come here.